In the bustling city of Seattle, Washington, lived a young man named Ethan Miller. Ethan was 29, a software engineer who had worked hard to build a stable career, but when it came to relationships, he often felt lost. He was polite, well-mannered and thoughtful, but he kept hearing the same line from women: "You're nice, but something's missing." That something frustrated him deeply. He read books, watched videos, and even tried to follow dating advice from friends, but nothing seemed to work. One day, while visiting his cousin in Portland, Oregon, he was introduced to Dr. James Carter, a psychologist and author who specialized in relationships. Dr. Carter was giving a talk at a local community center titled, "What Women Truly Want in a Partner." Ethan sat in the audience, notebook in hand, determined to figure out what he had been doing wrong. Dr. Carter began, "Most men think pleasing a woman is about expensive gifts or trying to be perfect. But the truth is, it's about understanding her emotional world. Today, I'll share 5 secrets men often overlook." Those words would change Ethan's life. The first secret was to listen with presence. Dr. Carter explained, women want to feel heard. Not just nodded at, not just listened to halfway, but truly understood. Ethan thought about his past dates. He remembered times when women shared stories, and he had been more focused on how to respond than on what they were saying. He realized he hadn't been present. Back in Seattle, Ethan practiced this with his co-worker Sarah Mitchell, who often talked about her art projects. Instead of rushing the conversation, Ethan leaned in, asked thoughtful questions, and repeated back what she said to show he understood. Sarah's eyes lit up. For the first time, she felt he cared about her words, not just the small talk. Ethan realized this was a powerful first step. The second secret was to respect her independence. The next week, Ethan met Olivia Johnson, a marketing manager, at a friend's dinner party in downtown Seattle. As they talked, Olivia shared her passion for running marathons. In the past, Ethan might have immediately offered to train with her, thinking that was supportive. But instead, he smiled and said, "That's amazing. You must feel proud of pushing yourself that hard." Olivia appreciated that he didn't try to insert himself into her passion but respected it as hers. Dr. Carter's words echoed in his mind. Respect her independence. Don't try to control or take over her world. Celebrate it. This shifted Ethan's perspective. He didn't need to prove himself by doing everything with her. He needed to respect her journey. The third secret was confidence without arrogance. Confidence had always been Ethan's weakness. At work, he excelled, but in relationships, he second-guessed every move. Dr. Carter's advice was clear. Confidence is not about being the loudest in the room. It's about standing tall, owning who you are, and not apologizing for existing. The next time Ethan attended a networking event in Seattle's tech district, he carried himself differently. Instead of hunching over and waiting to be approached, he walked in, greeted people with a firm handshake, and spoke clearly about his work. There, he ran into Emily Carter, a school counselor who was also Dr. Carter's daughter. They had met briefly after the seminar, but this time their conversation flowed naturally. Emily later told him she admired his calm presence. Ethan realized confidence wasn't about pretending. It was about authenticity. The fourth secret was emotional support in tough times. Weeks later, Emily invited Ethan to join her for a charity event in Pioneer Square. As they walked home afterward, Emily shared how stressed she was at work, dealing with students who struggled emotionally. Ethan resisted the urge to fix the problem. Instead, he listened, offered encouragement, and told her, "You're making more of a difference than you realize. The kids are lucky to have you." Emily's smile said it all. She didn't need solutions. She needed understanding and emotional support. Ethan remembered Dr. Carter's line, "Sometimes, the best way to please a woman is to be her safe place." The fifth secret was consistency and integrity. Dr. Carter had emphasized, women value consistency. Show up when you say you will. Be a man of your word. That's what builds trust. Ethan put this into practice. When he told Emily he'd meet her at Green Lake for a morning walk, he arrived on time. When he promised to call, he did. Over time, Emily noticed that he wasn't just kind in words. He was consistent in actions. It wasn't about grand gestures or being perfect. It was about reliability. And that reliability built trust, which grew into genuine connection. Months later, Ethan reflected on his journey. He realized that pleasing a woman wasn't about tricks or manipulation. It was about 5 simple but powerful truths. Listening with presence, respecting her independence, showing quiet confidence, being emotionally supportive, and staying consistent with integrity. With these, Ethan not only grew as a partner but also as a man. He and Emily continued seeing each other, and their bond grew stronger because it was built on respect, authenticity, and trust. Ethan had finally discovered that real connection wasn't about being a nice guy or trying too hard. It was about being genuine, present, and strong in character.